us into his plans that he has for us. So because he has plans for us, it's up to us to go and ask him, Lord, what plans do you have for me as an individual? And I'm sure the Lord will show you those plans. And some of those plans are actually financial. In Proverbs chapter 16 verse 1, it says, to a man belongs the plans of the heart, but the Lord brings them to success. Verse 3 says the same thing of planning. And verse 9 says, Proverbs 16:9 says, in his heart a man plans his course. So it is emphasizing the fact that we plan. A man will plan, a lady will plan. When I talk about a man, it means human beings, all of us, not singling out men and leaving out women. We are all the same. So, and then you find in Proverbs 21 and verse 5 says, the plans of the diligent lead to profit. The plans of the diligent leads to profit, but haste brings poverty. And therefore, if there's something that we really need to take care of and pay attention to, and this word they have used, diligence, just like when you're going to buy a land, they tell you to do all diligence. It means find out the pros and cons of what you are going to do. And that means that we need to really have a plan of how we are going to deal with our finances, both income and expenditure. And to emphasize this, our Lord Jesus Christ himself in Luke chapter 14 emphasized the importance of planning, where he says that which one of you, if you're going to build a tower, does not sit down and plan on how it's going to be? Otherwise, he will start the building and he will stop on the way because he never planned completely, and then I say, hey, this man started this building but he has not completed it. So for us to begin well, to continue well, and to finish well, we need to have a big and a good financial plan. He also talked about the war. If you're going to the war, you've got to sit down with your army and with your captains and your major generals and plan how you are going to do it. So planning is part and parcel of our lives. And we must always make it that way, that we must be able to plan. In the morning when you woke up, you had a plan to come. And the planning simply means having steps to achieve what you want to achieve. That's what planning is all about. You have step 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to achieve what you set out to achieve. If it's a goal, you set a goal and then you plan how you are going to achieve your goal. And that's why I have been intrigued by planning financially. And in the first session, I gave out the budget plan for ourselves, and anybody can use that budget. And I simply talked about what is found in Genesis chapter 47 and verse 23 and 24. If you check that one, you're going to find that Joseph told the people of Egypt that time, after they had survived the 7 years of plenty, and then they have also survived the 7 years of scarcity. And therefore, when this verse now, after they have sold their cattle, given their cattle to Pharaoh, they had given their land to Pharaoh, they had given all their money to Pharaoh, they have sold themselves completely to Pharaoh. Now they said, what else do we do? And Joseph said, we're going to give you seeds. We're going to give you seeds to go and plant. But when you plant those seeds, what you're going to do is this. When the time comes for harvesting, take 1/5 of your harvest and give it to Pharaoh. And then take the remaining 4/5 are for you to use. And I went ahead and divided also the remaining 4 parts into 1/5, 1/5. So I had 5 1/5s, or or 20%. 20%. And after doing that, then we say number one is godly account. It takes 20%. And account number two is seed or investment account. It took 20% of your income. And then number three, we had the family food. The